Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lie.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
So
The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
So I am at the hospital? Open this door. Let me out.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
I've been here the whole time ever since Alice was missing. That can't be right, is it? And Happy New Year to you.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip. Except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
But yeah, I hope you had a really good New Year, bringing in the New Year / Christmas. I know I did. I definitely relaxed a lot. So we about to get into episode 4. Figure out what the heck is going on. Because it's surprising that I've been at this lodge, quote unquote, that's what he said, this whole entire time, pretty much.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Well, that's what's happening. Dr. Hartman, you don't know what's going on, sir. And Alice is not dead. I saw her plenty of times.
We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
No, because you need to show me the body of Mr. Charles Stuckey. You need to show me the body of the guy that have the hotel. What's his name? At the hotel, the lodge that I stayed at with Barry. Like, all of that needs to be shown to me, sir. Come on. I think he knows what's going on. I have a feeling Dr. Hartman knows what's going on, for real. What is it, sundial? It says intense cadre. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. What is this? Cauldron Lake Lodge. We'll see what this is called because it said I can read it. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated. TZ. Thomas Zane! In memory of a dear friend and a poet. That's Thomas Zane, and he the one that left those clues and stuff behind. And talking about Barbara, his girlfriend who gets swallowed by darkness too. What do you want?
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
Yeah, because I don't see anything, and it's cloudy.
There's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
Well, it's odd because it's the freaking
what I'm telling
darkness.
you is good news. Right now, we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well?
I
It's
am
very
well.
natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the
I
illness.
let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
Yeah, we gotta play
Come
along.
along. Let's go inside.
That's what we have to do is basically play along.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Oh, I need to tell you about me watching the prequel. There is a prequel skit or movie, I guess you can say short story movie, of Alan Wake before he got to Cauldron Lake, but it was based off of the reporter that was there that ended up dying on Cauldron Lake. So that was a video that I saw on YouTube where he ended up going crazy himself and he ended up dying. But the twist is he died like maybe like a couple of weeks or a few days before Alan and his wife got to the Bright Falls area. I mean, it really didn't provide like that much of a detail, but it did give like some insight into the reporter and his backstory. So if you haven't already, you guys should check it out. I know it's probably been out like a few years now, but I ended up doing some research and watched that particular video.
Scary, scary, scary.
I'm not gonna laugh. I just feel sorry for him. But are these people the same people that been covered by the darkness?
Dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
I'll get
involve
him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Nah, have all these people been touched by somebody? Who are you? Nurse madam, what's your name? Beth? Nurse Beth? Is that your name? Can I go upstairs? I don't see no more manuscripts. Is it because what's this? The Creator's Dilemma, the engaging new book by Dr. Emil Hartman, the author of the best-selling Creative Flow, his groundbreaking techniques, engagement therapy, and the flow, explained in his own words, now available in the bookstores across the country. But are you helping is the question. Can I go upstairs? Oh, I can go upstairs. They're not telling me come back down. Now, what is this QR code? I should use it, but it's just the TV.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
So generator not activated, no key. I want to see what this QR code is, guys. I mean, yeah, I want to see what this QR code is. I want it to show you. Cause this is okay. I'm gonna see what this QR code is. See if it's something like interesting, cause they got it on here for a reason. So hold on, and maybe I can turn my phone around to show you all, but we'll see.
A beginning.
Oh wow, it says Vision 03, guys. Okay. So this, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but it's a glare at the moment, but it's let me see. If you all can see that, that's a video on YouTube called Vision 03. I'm gonna have to pull it up and watch this to figure out what it what's the meaning of that video and why it's placed there, but obviously it's there for a reason. But let's go, because you gotta follow stupid Dr. Hartman around. And who is this? Rose? Is this you? Hello? Oh, he's the author too? I'm just trying to visit all the people.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
That looked like me falling into the water, doesn't it?
I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I hate to be out there tonight.
I mean, it's a storm for a reason because we're getting closer, but doesn't that look like me falling into the water and I seen a ghost? Alright, let's go. I'm wasting time. Where's Dr. Hartman? He went in here. I'm trying to check all the doors.
You might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
No. It says, welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative process. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you are voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy and its sister method, the flow, work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. Alice, why you brought me to this man? Move out the way. And there's more people.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
Okay, these was...
I hope it wipes this place off the face.
They were at the diner.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we'd forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
There. Okay.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
No, I think...
Got any booze
I
on
think
ya?
they do know stuff.
Yeah,
but
no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmares shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and raw. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Oh my god, they give us so much information just now. The fact that they told us about the lady, they know her. They seen her around. Alright, so we know that they know some of this stuff too.
Bad dream and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head and they're not there when you wake up. So you
I think Dr. Hartman knows this
Hey,
stuff.
Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
This part is crazy because these people are, I'm assuming all of these people have been touched or used by Barbara, the entity, and then makes them go insane. But I think Dr. Hartman,
I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin, have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
yup, it's been using you. And then for those old guys to call him Tom, which makes me think that they thought that was him. They thought that was Tom. So he's been in this place before too. Okay, let's go to the room. Where's the room? Right here. I got my name on there and all. Number 1, Emerson. I just now pay attention to this. Number 2.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Now where's the lamp lady? I would like to talk to her. But let's go and write.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
Look, we gotta get out of here. So how do we get out of here? Do we need to use this?
Afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
We got us a manuscript. Let's watch. Oh, we got 2. Okay. Let's see what these manuscript says.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Wait a minute. Emil Hartman was his assistant? No. You're not telling me that Emil Hart was Thomas Zane's assistant. And he realized what was taking place. And he's using it for his own gain? I'm assuming that, but that's what it feels like.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Dang. Okay, so let me figure out how to get out of here.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
The office wing?
We're on a comeback tour, baby!
Where's the office wing? Oh, right here?
The backstage is all
I had to get to
yours,
Hartman's
Tom.
office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Oh, so he's been reading them.
Come out and face the music, Birch! It's time to pay the piper!
He's been reading my stuff, so he obviously knows.
Maybe you could come out and beat our way to adult diaper ass.
Is this his office?
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me... Is that all the manuscripts? Well, let's read this first before we play the tape.
Hartman wasn't happy. Maud could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Cause he did say 2 days, cause he said he needed 2 days to write what he needed to write, cause that's what he told what's the guy name? The kidnapper, that he needed 2 days. Oh, so the kidnapper was working for Mr. Hartman? Is that who the kidnapper was working for? Okay. We're gonna read this and see what else we can get.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Wait, so it's not what she said? Is it not? Isn't that what she said?